One thing I know for absolute certain is that creating a powerful brand around you, creating a name for yourself, building authority, that expert status, being known as a freaking badass takes commitment, consistency, and momentum. But how the hell do we even create momentum if you're not already even on the curve yet? Let's find out. Now, one thing that I know for certain about creating momentum is that it is not something that happens overnight. It is not just an ABC, 1, 2, 3, magic pill, cookie cutter bullshit thing that you can do, instant momentum, just add water. If you think about it like a steam train, if there is a steam train that is stopped in a station and the engine's cold, there's nothing going yet. Like, you have got to shovel a whole lot of wood. You've got to stoke that fire. You've got to get it burning red hot in order to create some steam, to create some momentum, to be able to even move that train one little inch out of the station. There is a lot of fuel and energy that needs to go in before you see that actually pay off. So then what happens is that you build this up, you build this up, you build this up, and then it starts to move and it kind of feels like it's a little fucking slow. Yeah? And it's just like, come on, I think I can. And then there's more fuel that's added into the train. And then it starts to go faster and then faster. And then you can just kind of keep it going. You just stoke the fire a little bit, add a little bit more fuel, but you don't have to put anywhere near as much fuel and wood and effort into getting it moving and keeping it going once you've done that initial effort. Now, your personal brand is the same. So how the heck do we even do this? So there are some different elements to this, and one of the big things that I wanted to talk about today around momentum is making sure that you're really clear on where it is that you're going. So where is that steam train? Where's that track? Where are you headed? What have you got? What are the coordinates in your GPS that you have plugged in with where it is that you're going? Most people don't know. Most people, when I say, so let's fast forward 12 months into the future and I want you to tell me, what does your life look like if everything has worked out exactly the way that you wanted it to? And they're kind of like, yeah, that's a really great question. And they find it really hard to articulate it. Most people can't think 2 years, 3 years, 5 years into the future. They just don't even know what that even looks like yet. So one of the ways that I like to kind of do this is by reverse engineering it. So the question that you can ask yourself right now is, what is your legacy? What is it that you want to leave behind when you're gone? So some of the ways that I think about this is, number one, what do you believe in and why? What do you, in relation to your area of expertise, what are you really passionate about doing? What are you really passionate about sharing? What kind of knowledge do you want to leave behind? What kind of life do you want to leave behind for your children, for your partners, for your parents, for whomever it is that are, going to be left behind when you're gone? Another way of thinking about this that is something I've been kind of playing with over the last little while is, if this was the last year that I had to build and grow my business, to build and grow my brand, what would I be doing? How would I be using every hour of every day to fuel and create this momentum that this steam train is going to need to have once I'm gone? What would I be doing? How would I be living fearlessly? And how does that tie in to what I want to leave behind? Another question that you can ask, when it comes back to your legacy and about creating momentum and the stuff that you really want to share is, why are you even doing what you're fucking doing? Why are you persisting in growing this business when sometimes it is freaking hard? Sometimes it is fun and it's amazing and we're celebrating, we're drinking champagne, we're having fun and we're laughing, and then another day you're kind of like, oh my God, why do I keep doing this? You've got to remember why you're doing what you're doing, because the momentum curve, typically If you've got your X and Y axis, the way the momentum curve, it operates, it kind of comes really, really low, and then it starts to rise and come up from there. But at this point here, it can still, like, it's not a smooth curve, right? It's like freaking bumpy. So what are you going to do? How are you going to keep propelling so that the overall J curve does keep coming up like this? Because there are some days where, like, even these days, I still want to crawl in a ball, and some days I do. I crawl in a ball on my office floor, sobbing my heart out, just being like, you know, this is bullshit. I don't even know why I keep doing this. And for me, it comes back to my why. And that's really another way of explaining legacy. You know, why am I doing what I'm doing? Who am I really doing this for? Does this stuff still light me up? Because if it doesn't, it's a hell no. And why the hell are we even freaking doing it? Stop, clean slate, etch a sketch it, do whatever the hell you need to do. Do a reset, reinvent yourself, do whatever needs to happen in order for you to be able to do things in the way that you want to do them, because life is too fucking short. So when it comes to creating momentum, everything that you do stacks up on top of the other, okay? So when you think about, all right, my legacy is about creating positive change. It's about motivating, inspiring, reminding people that it's really important for you to focus on one area of mastery and then go and leverage the heck out of that. And there's lots of ways you can do that. So why am I even doing that? Why is that even important? And how is that my contribution to the planet? How is that contributing to my kids' lives? How is that contributing to my partner? How is that contributing to the future grandchildren that I might have? So sometimes it can feel like you're not really getting anywhere, but with consistent action, moving forward, what happens is everything stacks up so that you start building momentum, and sometimes it happens way faster than what you even think. It's that level of commitment to doing whatever it is that needs to be done. Even on the days where you're chucking a tantrum, you're crying on the floor, you're like, and I'm talking like ugly crying, like with drool and stuff, yeah? You know, those days where you just don't want to play anymore, have your tantrum, get up, dust yourself off, what needs to happen, because that why, that legacy has got to be more important than you feeling sorry for yourself, for you constantly feeling like a victim, for you blaming everybody else for your lack of results or for your unhappiness, for the inability to be able to do something. Get out there, do something different, learn something, try something, start talking about it. What people want to know is that you're real, that you're human. All right. Now, when we're looking at building authority, which is what this whole thing is all about, when we're looking about building a brand, when we're looking about building awareness, and so that your people can see you and really feel like they know you and they can see your heart, people buy from people. So if they can get that sense from you about what's really important, and you can lead them even to see that for themselves in a myriad of different ways, then that's when you're going to build momentum super fast. Now, if you've got any questions about this, make sure you leave them below, reach out. If you want to have a chat about working together and building this momentum strategically, then just reach out and we'll organize a time to do that. My name is Nicola, and I'll see you in the next video.